In the past, there are so many coins which went to the top. Ethereum went to 16,000x, Solana went to 1300x, and HEX went to 10,000x. We all invested in these coins after they hit success, and we kept wishing that, oh, I wish that I had invested into these coins before they went to success and before they went thousands of x. But what if I told you there's a new coin just like Ethereum, just like Solana, just like Hex, which is on the same journey, which is following the same path to the 1000x mark. Today in this video I'm gonna tell you about PulseChain, one of a very big blockchain created by Richard Hart, the same creator of Hex, and I'm gonna tell you if it can actually go to 1000x, if it can go to 2000x, if it can actually cross the legacy of Hex, and should you invest in PulseChain or not. So make sure to like and subscribe and drop a comment if you like this video. So let's get started. First of all, let's discuss what PulseChain is. PulseChain is a fork of Ethereum. Ethereum over here, I'm gonna show you. PulseChain is a fork of Ethereum created by Richard Hart. Richard Hart is the same person who created Hex over here. Hex is the coin which went up to 10,000x in 2 years, as it says. Like now, Hex went up 10,000x in price 2 years. 10,000 Hex used to cost 57 cents. Now they cost dollars. So basically, Hex is the coin which went 10,000x and created history in the crypto universe. Everybody had wished that, oh, I should have invested before it went 10,000x. I would be driving a Bugatti. I would have had my favorite house. I would be living the life. Everybody wished that. But after it went 10,000x. So, Richard R. Hart over here, Richard Hart or Richard James Schuler, is the creator of Hex, made another project which is called PulseChain. He made another project called PulseChain, which is forked of Ethereum. It is basically a blockchain. It is a fork of Ethereum, and it is a newer, better, faster blockchain. The goal of PulseChain is over here. I open this. PulseChain is a blockchain just like Ethereum. It is a decentralized exchange just like Ethereum, and it is Ethereum compatible layer 1 exchange. But the only difference between Ethereum and PulseChain is that PulseChain is faster, better, and there are lower fees as well. Look, gas tracker is the amount of fees. The fees are less than a cent. So the thing is that PulseChain is the new blockchain forked of Ethereum. But why this better and why you should invest in it? It's because there are less fees. It is quicker. It is faster. The design overall is better. So this was the main goal of PulseChain. This is the new coin. This is where the entire community is talking about. The new coin, the new Hex, the new Solana, the new Ethereum, the new boom in the crypto world. PulseChain, created by Richard Hart. It is a blockchain. I'm gonna summarize it for you. It's a blockchain forked of Ethereum, which is made to be better. A lot of people, you say, now the thing is that PulseChain is a gold mine. The reason I'm telling you, and the reason I'm saying that PulseChain might do 1000x is because PulseChain is gold. I'm gonna explain it to you right here. Here on CoinMarketCap, I have opened the PulseChain graphs and stuff. I want you to look at here. The market cap of PulseChain is $200 million. It's a pretty decent market cap for PulseChain, pretty decent. It is $200 million. But again, I remind you, PulseChain is the better Ethereum, or it's made to be the better Ethereum because it's faster, it's quicker, it's cheaper, it has better capacity, it can handle more people, it is decentralized, it has better design. So PulseChain is made to be the new, faster, stronger, go get 'em Ethereum. So that's what it is. It's made to be the new blockchain. So here, look here. Ethe- Pulse Chain's market cap is 200 million. However, if I go over here to Ethereum, Ethereum's market cap is 291 billion dollars. It is of course the second highest. It is the highest coin, just with the sole exception of Bitcoin. It is the highest coin right now in the market, not including Bitcoin. This is obviously the undisputed king of crypto. So Ethereum has 291.79 billion dollars in market cap, whereas Pulse Chain has 204 million dollars in market cap. Now, when you compare these both, you might think that's unfair. That Pulse Chain, the Ethereum 2.0, stronger, better, faster, quicker Ethereum, which is Pulse Chain, has way less market cap than Ethereum. It has way less market cap than Ethereum. Now, using this, we can estimate, we can see that Pulse Chain right now is really undervalued. You want to know what else was undervalued? Let me show you what else was undervalued. Here we're gonna go to Ethereum chart. We're gonna go to all-time high. Look here. Look here. Look. $2. $2. 2015, the price of Ethereum was $2. Ethereum right now, the king, the absolute king of blockchains, was $2. Now it is over here. It is $2,418. That's undervalued. In 215, over here, 215, it was $1.8. Yes, you can see right here, $1.8. Right there, it is $1.8 over there. But it grew up in its market cap at $291 billion. I want you to listen to me right now. Pulse Chain is at the same PulseChain is at the same stage as Ethereum was 10 years ago. PulseChain is heavily undervalued right now, with its price being way less than a cent, being less than a percentage of a cent, and its market cap being 204 million compared to Ethereum's market cap of 291 billion. Now, it is obvious that that Pulse Chain might surpass Ethereum. Pulse Chain, the newer, stronger, and better Ethereum made by Richard James Schuler or Richard Hart, it might, and the crypto analysts predict that it might just try to just rival Ethereum. Now, if it does, if the newer version of Ethereum starts to rival Ethereum, let me show you. I'm gonna open the calculator here. The total market cap of Ethereum is $291 billion. So here we enter 291,000,000 and 000. So that's it. That is $291 billion on the calculator, and we divide it by over here Pulse Chain's market cap, which is 204 million. $204 million. There you go. So that makes 1426x. Pulse Chain, if it rivals Ethereum, if Pulse Chain starts to rival Ethereum, Pulse Chain will go up to 1426x. That's as much or even more than what Solana did a couple of years back ago. Pulse Chain can go 1426x. Now let me explain to you how big this is. Let's say you invest $100. $100 you invest in Pulse Chain. You buy 100 of these if you buy 100 of these bad boys over here, and $100, what it goes 1426x, as we just discovered. It goes this high, and then the amount of money, the $100 can turn into $150,000. $100. That is less than a month's pay. That is less than minimum wage. That is 10% of minimum wage. If you invest this amount in PulseChain, it has the chances and it has the potential to turn into $142,600. You can buy a freaking house with that. That is how high it can go. And let's say if you are a long-term crypto investor and you invest more because you have the money. Let's say you invest $1,000. Now let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's say you invest $500 and you multiply and it goes 100,426x. You get $700,000. That's almost $1,000,000. So if you invest $500 in Ethereum 2.0, it has the potential to go. It has the potential to go to try to beat this market cap, and it has the potential to turn you into a multi-millionaire. Okay, and that is the thing. That is the thing I'm talking about here. Now I'm not saying that it will go. It will rival Ethereum. As I said at the start of this video, Ethereum is the absolute king of Bitcoin. It is the absolute king of Bitcoin, and it is very hard to beat Ethereum. However, PulseChain can try to match Ethereum, or PulseChain can actually try to get in its flow. Even if it gets half of, it's gonna get 1426x if it matches Ethereum. But we don't need it to match Ethereum. We need it to boom. Even if it gets half of this, even that would be 713x. If you invest $500, if you invest $500 multiplied by 713x, it is gonna be $400,000. Even if it gets half of this flow, it can still boom and it can still make you rich. And I'm not talking about a couple $1,000. I'm talking about generational changing money. Your entire life will be changed. You will finally prove your dad wrong, and you'll finally come out of your live, and you'll finally stop living in your mom's freaking basement. You're gonna be rich if you invest in this, because even if PulseChain gets half of this, even if PulseChain gets half of Ethereum's flow, because it is very likely it does, because as I explained, PulseChain is designed to be the new Ethereum. It took everything from Ethereum, like legit everything from Ethereum here in the blockchain. It took everything, and I mean everything, and it made it faster, it made it cheaper, it made it less time, it has and stuff. So the thing is that PulseChain is the new better Ethereum. Now if it can go to Ethereum, that is a very high chance that it matches Ethereum, or even matches what half of Ethereum is. If it even becomes the half the token Ethereum is today, it can still make you rich if you invest in it. But we have to look at the facts. I'm not gonna sit here give you random bullshit about, and I'm not gonna be a random cheap guru of crypto and give you random bullshit, give you one token and say yes, invest in it. We have to look at the real facts. PulseChain is gold. Okay, get this in your mind. PulseChain is gold. I'm about to tell you the number one most important thing in this entire video. PulseChain is gold. Okay, PulseChain is the best, one of the best coins, and one of the most undervalued coins in the crypto market right now. It is gold, but gold is useless if no one's looking for it. In fact, PulseChain is big, but it is far away from being as big as Ethereum, or from being as big as Solana. Because you look here, Ethereum is the second biggest coin, and Solana is the seventh biggest coin. Second biggest coin and the seventh biggest coin. So these are its competitions. We have to look at it really. PulseChain is gold, but people have to come dig up the gold, and people have to find the gold to 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 invest in it. And that's why this video is here. I am helping you dig up this gold. I am helping you to dig out PulseChain. PulseChain is gold. PulseChain is a gold coin, but it won't beat Ethereum if people don't start finding this gold coin. That's why I'm making this video. But if this scares you, I want to tell you that this should not scare you as well. In fact, there's a lot of proof that more and more people are starting to find PulseChain, and it's compounding. Let me show you what I'm trying to say. Look here, PulseChain. I'm gonna come up here, I'm gonna go here. I have the price. I'm gonna turn out the market cap. Turn the market cap. Here we have this graph. I'm gonna show you how more and more people are finding PulseChain, and people are actually digging for PulseChain. Okay, the thing I told you about gold, it's that a lot of people want to find it, a lot of people try to find it, some people fail to find it, some people succeed in finding it. PulseChain is like gold. People are trying to find it, and a lot of people are not trying to find it. But actually, more and more people have started to find it. Look, let me prove it to you. If you don't believe me, let me prove it to you. 1 month ago, here I have the market cap of 1 month. Here 1M means 1 month. I have the market cap history of 1 month. Here you see 1 month ago we were at $82 million, $100 million to $81 million. That was the market cap only 1 month ago. Now, as you can see here, we have had a steady growth. We've had some ups over here, 210 million. We've had some downs again, 93 million. But overall, in the end, we are at $204 million. Let me show you how much X we've done in only the last month. So here I type in our initial market cap was 82 million, or market cap right now is 204 million, and our initial market cap was $81 million. We have done about 2.5x already. That shows that 2.5, that the amount of investors has multiplied by 2.5. And if you still don't believe me, let's just come over here to the PulseChain website and look at their stats. Look, I want to show you this. Back in 2023, there were only as you can see here, over here, as you can see, there were only 2 to 3 million transactions. We can see a steady growth all in this entire graph. And when we come to the top, we went from 2 million transactions to 329 million transactions. That shows that PulseChain is showing a steady growth, and that this might be our next unicorn. But of course, the market isn't all sunshine and rainbows. It isn't all sunshine, rainbows, and lollipops, and etc. etc. Markets have risks. In fact, PulseChain is growing, and it's growing exponentially. But the thing I have to tell you is that PulseChain is having competition. In fact, let me show you. PulseChain is its biggest competition right now is Ethereum. Its second biggest competition right now is Solana. It is fighting big fights right now. PulseChain, our little underdog, is fighting Ethereum, it's fighting Solana, and it's fighting way more at the same time. So Richard Hart is combating against Ethereum, the undisputed king of blockchain. It's fighting against Solana, the capital market for every asset on earth. That's who PulseChain is up against. So maybe PulseChain can do 1.4 thousand x. Maybe it can't, but more chances so that it will grow. It might grow 100k, 200k, but in the next 5 to 7 years, there's a 80% chance that PulseChain will grow, and it will make you money. Now, it can be a lot of money, which has its chances. I'm not saying that there are no chances of a lot of money, less chances, but there are chances, or it will make you less money, but it will leave you a tad bit richer. So that's what this entire video was about. Pulse chain is we today we discovered that pulse chain is the next today we discovered that pulse chain is the next unicorn. It might be the next one to go 1.4x k, 100k, even 5, even 100k, even 500k is a lot. And I cannot stress this enough. Pulse chain is better than Ethereum. It is a new it is a new Ethereum which was designed to be better. Some people like Ethereum, some people like Pulse Chain, but Pulse Chain is designed to make Ethereum. But of course, I am not God. No one can know the future, no one can predict the future. No one can know for sure if Pulse Chain will shoot up or it will come crashing down. We can't know for sure as the markets are always volatile. No one knows, not Richard Hart knows, not anyone knows, not even the best investor in crypto can know for sure. He might be certain, and he might be certain that it might go, but he can't be 100% sure. That's why I'm telling you this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. So make sure to always do your own research, and I'll catch you in the next video.